The Dallas Stars, in shocking fashion, fired head coach Jim Montgomery today due to unprofessional conduct and, quote, "I was made aware of a situation over the weekend involving an employee of the Dallas Stars organization. Upon collecting the information and executing an internal investigation, including speaking with ownership, management, and general counsel, it was determined that there was a material act of unprofessionalism contrary to the value and standards held by the Dallas Stars," said Stars GM Jim Nill. Also noted it had nothing to do with NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman's announcement plans and programs that he came out with the day before about abusive relationships with players and racism and so on and so forth. So the question has to be, what's that leave? What did the Dallas Stars fire their head coach for? He also mentioned it had nothing to do with performance as well. It was an unacceptable action, just to throw that out there as well. But that really leaves, a few options. I mean, you got gambling. You could always say it doesn't feel like it fits the task here, but you obviously ain't gonna, allow a head coach to gamble on his or her team or anything in the NHL. That would deem you walk right out the door. And then you could think, if you want to start the drama, you could say, well, he quite frankly could have had some form of relationship or affair with an employee that was completely against team standards. And they said, nope, that'll draw the line. Or, what else? Cheating. There could have been some form of cheating. He could have had, it's funny because we talk about the Patriots today. He could have had some employee doing some behind the scenes work, some form of unprofessional, filming or whatever you can think of behind the scenes that gets done to give a team a professional or a competitive advantage. But what else can you possibly say this guy did if, the abusive stuff's out the door? It is quite a coincidence, though, if we must say the least, that this randomly happened to come up the same exact weekend, the same exact day, that had to do with what Bettman had to say and had nothing to do with that. But at the same time, that means, obviously, there's people that are going to come out of the woodwork and go out there and say, you know what? This happened because da-da-da-da-da-da. Granted, it didn't just happen this weekend. I'm going to inform you of it this weekend, and it happened, and he needs to be walked out the door or something along those lines. That could have been the case.